What's going on, everybody? It's the Frontz here, and we're here with Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth for the Nintendo DS 2009, obviously. I played one Ace Attorney game, but it's been with Phoenix Wright. This is Miles Edgeworth, of course, his opponent in most Ace Attorney games, I'm pretty sure. So let's see how this goes. Turnabout Visitor. Okay. 14th, 1:16 a.m. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Make sure defendant is found guilty. What other choice do I have? Job of a prosecutor, after all. I do. But why? All that matters to me. No cost. Dang, man. Ben always will be. Floor, hallway. There is Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoes has been keeping an eye out on my office and keeping it clean. Locked. Who's? What's that smell? It's very familiar. Blood? Tell you what though, banging theme music right here. Oh my god. What the? What is the meaning of this? Identify yourself. Shut up. You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office. What? Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. And he better be running away. Nope, he did. He's gone. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home from a month abroad, I would be thrust into a multitude of cases in some very frantic and busy days. March 14th, 2:56 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office, Room 11202. Photographing the victim's body, sir. I'm sorry. I finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue your investigation. Yes, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. I heard when I heard that a murder had been taking place in your office, I ran straight away. He is the detective with the local precinct, and the one I assigned to handle the murder case for the time being. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I am perfectly fine. However, look at that they did to your office. It is totally trashed. I'll say, the culprit sullied my floors and dirt rather well. No, with tracking mud in my office. Whoa. Sounds like you're getting really burned up over here, the whole thing. The crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. Ho ho! That's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not look over anything, no matter how small it is, find the truth. So I'll keep my leads of information we found etched in the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? This is getting a nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say that it was a coincidence, can you? No, not really. Especially because of this. The key to your office. What do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Logic? By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic, sir. Ah, so how do you use it? First, I recall information through the logic button, and connect them together. Now, to touch the logic button, you call facts, all that stuff. Yeah. I got you. Connect my thoughts. Office key. What is the logic here? For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks, which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, the impossible to dismiss the location of this crime is a mere coincidence. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killers after? To murder somebody, clearly. You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow the leads to the conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing things together, the logic should flow. Okay. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir! 1202. The best of my good investigation is examine everything. I know that, and when I want to examine something, I simply touch the examination button. Oh, and if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just touch the partner button, okay? I'll give you great, precise advice in an ace investigator, sir. Something to try later if I feel time, I suppose. Oh, he's gonna come with me. That's fantastic. Go to the dead body, obviously. I won't rest until I have suspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Alright, let me see. Examine that. What do we have here? Oh, what do we have here? Oh, I think I've seen one of these before. It's a police badge, detective. Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing. Exactly what a coinkydink. Really? Coinkydink? Let's look inside. Buddy Faith Detective. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective just like you. Obviously, because he's got that. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdomen area. Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach. I'm sorry. Wrong guy. It looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach, sir. In other words, he was shot. Yep. And until the autopsy is done, I don't think we'll know much more about that. Please have the body sent to morgue once they are done processing the crime scene. I remember the switch between bodies and like voices. Are you okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir? Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. I'll keep all the evidence if I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, all I have to do but to touch an organizer button. But the organizer isn't only for evidence, it keeps people's profiles on hand too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Okay, is there anything else to look for here? I don't think so. Let's check the organizer here and see. We have this guy. And we got gumshoes. Evidence. We got the prosecutor's badge. And we got the crime scene notes. Okay, so that's not much to go off of right now, obviously. I don't think there's anything else to do here for this guy. So I guess we just back out. We're gonna go up here. A teacup fragment, sir. This killer is going to pay. This tea set. Yikes, you're really mad over this. This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It cost me more than your whole month's paycheck. What? Now I feel like a killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks. She sat down and watched any of that show. What is it about again? Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of the Steel Samurai Warrior, a neo-old Tokyo in the Steel Samurai, and his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It is a show geared towards kids, however, it is high production value and riveting plot draws in numbers of adults as well. Spin-offs like Pink Princess Warrior of Tokyo, and the Nickel Samurai, along with other deluge of merchandise and even new stage gives its presence. You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy? Of course not. Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation. Okay. It's been a while since I've sat on your desk. Oh, how I missed you. It's so tidy that it never looks new. It looks newer than when I first bought it. Oh yeah, that's the thing. So polished that it makes mirrors jealous. Don't tell me you had no other work the entire time I was away, Detective. My job is to protect your office, sir. And you did such a good job protecting it with that murder occurred in it. That's harsh, sir. I have to admit the desk has never looked better, so I guess I'll have to I can't dock his pay. The killer made his escape after disposing of the gun here. I think I've seen one of these before. Care to enlighten care to enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model. I think. Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see a model around here, the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much except in emergency, so that's why I recognize it. Type of revolver as the ones used by the precinct detectives. New pieces of pertinent information. Now the calmly use the logic to figure out if any of them connect to each other. Really? I haven't got much, but okay. Obviously, we're going to connect these. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to a recently departed? The shoes. Could you please thoroughly check the victim's body for one more time? Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Let me see. What do we have got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. This guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Okay. Let's see what else we can find about this new revolver. As I've always said, you gotta look really careful at each piece of evidence. You can use the scroll wheel and rotate the object here. There's no such thing as a bad angle. See the sidebar and the X and Y arrow? You can zoom in and out of these guys in the nitty-gritty. Oh god, I wish I would have did this differently. To think that is so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger. You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns. Oh, but I love the ones they use to track and field meets the start races. If that takes off, if you take off before it's fired, everybody always ends up following your lead. Chase down for a false start, detective. Now that you mention it, even if I was a finished first, I always wind up last place. Alright, let me... One round was fired from this. Wow. So the killer killed the victim with just one shot after wrestling a gun away from him. Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? We have no proof for now, but this is a distinct possibility. Okay, that's the gun. That's the thing. That thing looks like a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit down too, just to get a little while, sir? Detective Gumshoes, you know I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare. Let's go, let alone rest. You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end. Even once this case is over, I don't think we can afford to take any time off. Let's go into the picture, thank you. Hey, sir. It's an absolute... I need absolute sign. Fingerprints lifting his detective's art. Well, I'll never. I'm ready for you to have... You got back. I figured you could play a few games. We could play a few games. I had no idea you were interested in chess. I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give you chess a try. In that case, I suppose I can set this time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much. The struggle between the victim and his killer. I didn't even play Spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all that time and effort I put in pointless. I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I watered the flowers every day just like you requested, sir, just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about a half a day, every Saturday I'd come in and clean this place a little bit until it sparkled. Wife? I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to the Jim! What happened? This guy is like you... Right? Don't touch me. Leave me alone. Just let me be. Sorry, but I can't do that. This investigation is still ongoing, just so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Just don't talk about him like that. He's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim, looks like he just turned into in for a night. Sure. Just in a bloodstained suit, pal. Of course, you're the one who killed him. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes, I am Jacques Portsman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime, busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dictamshoe, sir. So, you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office. Yes, that is correct. And it was you! You're the one who killed Jim! Hey, don't you go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? Obviously it was him. I will not. I will know how things work around here. High prosecutors' office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to get into his or her office door. That is correct. However, I am not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth. He'd been overseas on business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could get in is me. Ho 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 ho. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means. So then you're Jim's killer. No way, pal. You got it all wrong. Everybody, calm down. If you're a real prosecutor, you should know and stay connected. The investigation has only just begun. It is too early to be drawing conclusions. Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get too little hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know? Anyway, let's call a truce and get work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake and seal the deal? To work with you. You're doing your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on, then. It's your room, after all. Thank you. I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You're there. Sir. A film for me. My final foray to my partner, Jim. There, I mean, come on. Why would you do that? Some space. Went off on the wall when that killer tried to threaten my firing around. So the killer not only shot the victim, but he shot your jacket as well. They dare shoot the ultra special jacket that you made for approach. Right already. Something is not right already. What if they had the shot through it? It would have been a disaster. It's not worth getting worked up over the topic. Not when you something more here. Like what? I'll take if you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There is a giant contradiction here right in front of us. Really? Contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. But I have my own methods and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence off or seems off, that's when my detective skills come to play. I had to find the spot that holds the contradiction. I mean, that's the obvious one. This right here is your contradiction. That is it. The bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. Then I spot something that's off. I should touch the deuce button. With conviction. But when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. What? What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The victim. Frame. Yeah, that's right. However, this gun only has fired once. Yeah, that's true too. Which means one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for the night? I noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? Oh, it's a secret safe. A secret safe? Oh, I smell money. I'll spare you the trouble and just say it's nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Now, if you could kindly move the frame out of the way. Roger that, sir. Achoo! Achoo! Talk about dusting. I suppose that's what happens when it's not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea there was a safe here. Or I kept it clean for you, sir. So, what did you put in this thing? It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really? I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. So, what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when the trial is in session. That's it? Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams. I won't reset until I will not rest until I expected everything suspicious. Looking funny. Well, so why is the safe even a thing? You know it, so I guess just examine the keypad. Now this is odd. You found something, sir? This keypad don't you find it to be a bit too clean? Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself. You there, the forensic scientist. Yes, sir. Could you dust this area for fingerprints? You got it, sir. I couldn't find any, let alone lift a single print. Looks like this was wiped down well. It is the only way to set this back. Time to rationally and calmly connect the dots with the information we have. Logic time, I guess? I guess I should have something, right? Doesn't look like anything's there. Wait. Let's see what we got. I believe I have found out what the murderer was after. Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. I wonder if knowing the motive behind the break-in was theft changes what the other piece of information can tell me about the crime. And sign of struggle and motive thief is the only other thing I can think of, really? There is a possibility that the files played on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, you mean like this could be from the killer tried to find something, sir? Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. Yes, sir. I'm gonna shelve the files just like you've never seen them before, even at a library. Sure. Let's give that a try. Why do all the good ones have to die young? Surely you must ponder whatever once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how much we lament the dead, will not come back to life. All we can do is search for the truth. And so, what are you supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth? We calmly restore the files to the rightful place. You got it. Here, let me help. The books go there. So the files go here and the books go there. Oh, sure know about a lot of things despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office. Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal. Okay, done. It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here. The bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh. I suspect the victim was killed in standing position, hence the prints on the shelf. And then the guy fell onto the floor right there. The blood on the floor kind of grossing me out. Detective, I don't have time to deal with your weak stomach right now. But you know I have no good with blood, sir. I am certain there's something going wrong with this picture. We will find that out next time. I would like to thank everybody for coming and hitting that subscribe button. If you're new, I will be back for more. We will do this examination on the next episode. Until then, my name is Frontz, and I'll see you guys later.